Anita Pointer of the Pointer Sisters, she's 73. Bassist, keyboardist Bill Cunningham of the Box Tops, he's 71. Actor Richard Dean Anderson, he's MacGyver. He's 71 years old today. Singer-guitarist Robin Zander of Cheap Trick is 68. Angela Anita Baker. Singer Anita Baker, not Angela. Where did I get Angela? It's Anita Baker. She's 63 today. Bassist Earl Falconer of UB40 is 62. We have actress Gale Grady, American Dreams and NYPD Blue. She's 58 today. Thought she was older than that. Actress Mariska Hargitay, who's in Law and Order Special Victims Unit, the daughter of Jane Mansfield. She's 57 today. CBS Evening News anchor Nora O'Donnell is 47. I thought she also did one of those morning shows on Sunday. Actress Tiffany Thyssen, she was in Beverly Hills 90210. She was also in Saved by the Bell, the original. She is 47 today. Don't know if she's in the remake or not. I have not watched that show. Local birthdays, we got a bunch of them coming up.
I can't believe we have to make this commercial.
It's ridiculous.
You'll think it's ridiculous too. Listen to this.
This commercial is about, it's about parents being rude at high school athletic events.
Ridiculous, right?
It gets worse. Studies show more than 75% of new high school officials are quitting because of bad adult behavior.
So now there's a shortage of refs here in California, in almost all sports.
No officials means no more games.
Is that what you want for us?
Come on, parents.
It's time to grow up.
Cheer for your team.
Be proud of your children.
But stop being so ridiculous.
And don't make us run another commercial.
Because we will.
This message presented by the California Interscholastic Federation and the California State Athletic Directors Association, reminding you to always practice good sportsmanship.
Happy birthdays this morning, going out to a long list of people. Amelia Gonzalez, Aaron Equiwa, Mark Bartman, David Angulo, Denise Studer, Derek Jones, Destiny Botello, Elaine Perez, Emma Rose Brigsky, Estella Manji, Evelyn Pasimio, Fred Kempton, George Arce, Henry Pineda, Jeff Vanderlinden, Josie Valenzuela, Mary Gamboa, Nick Rodriguez, Olga Kyle, Roseanne Gonzalez, Sebastian Galaviz, Valor Grayson Snow, Vanessa Gonzalez, Vicky Howard, Anel Alvarado, Nathan Orozco, Sarah Ontiveros, Joan Jenkins, Greg Guerrero, Evelyn Medeville, and Amara Tybout. Happy birthday to every single one.
There's a lot going on right now, and broadcasters are on the ground covering all of it, bringing you the weather, the traffic, and breaking news, all while entertaining you 24 hours a day. Someone needs to tell you what's going on around the world and in our hometowns. And that someone is us. We are free radio. We are always there. We are broadcasters. Visit wearebroadcasters.com or text radio to 52886 to learn more. Furnished by NAB and this station.
And it is time for the World California News headlines, brought to you by Lock Air Conditioning, your year-round comfort specialist. For sales and service, call the experts at Lock Air Conditioning.
CBS News Special Report. Known to millions of radio listeners and TV viewers, talk show host Larry King has died. Here's correspondent Chris Martinez in Los Angeles.
His first job in radio was cleaning up a station in Miami Beach. When one of the announcers abruptly quit, King was put on the air. In the years that followed, he gained notoriety as the host of an all-night nationwide call-in radio program, The Larry King Show. In 1985, King jumped to CNN with his own nightly interview show.
Next on Larry King Live.
That's where he stayed for 25 years.
I'm just a guy who grew up in Brooklyn who wanted to be a broadcaster. I had no idea that I'd be on a channel around the world.
King died this morning at Cedars-Sinai in Los Angeles. He was 87 years old. CNN earlier reported he was hospitalized with complications from COVID-19. CBS News Special Report. I'm Cammie McCormick.
Whatever the weather brings this winter, you can rely on a York Affinity Premium System to keep your home warm and comfortable. You'll get maximum efficiency thanks to advanced technology and helping to significantly reduce your energy bills. Plus, you can stay connected via our Wi-Fi-enabled touchscreen thermostat. Every York unit is designed, engineered, and assembled in the United States and backed by industry-leading warranties. Affordable financing options are available. Call Lock Air Conditioning, your local York dealer, at 760-353-4501. That's 353-4501 to schedule a free evaluation of your system. York, install confidence. Contractor's license 696216.
California news. The state attorney general's office has launched an investigation. Javier Becerra wants to know if the LA County Sheriff's Office has engaged in unconstitutional policing.
LASD is the largest sheriff's department in the nation. So I call on LASD to be transparent, accountable, and to cooperate with our investigation.
There's no word yet on any specific complaints. The National Weather Service says storms will bring a chance of rain to Southern California this weekend and 6 feet of snow to the Sierra Nevada in Northern California starting tomorrow. Students at the all-girls Notre Dame High School in San Jose are celebrating Kamala Harris as vice president. Shirlene John is excited to see a woman of Indian descent take office.
If I could go back and tell my kindergarten self that there would be a woman of color in the vice presidency, I think that's amazing.
Harris is the first woman and first black person to be elected vice president. Bob McClay, California News.
And the World California News headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning. For your air conditioning and sheet metal needs, call Lock Air Conditioning today, 760-353-4501.
O'Reilly. This is Jesse's O'Reilly Auto Parts story.
As a nurse, not making it to work was not an option. But driving through the snow with my wiper blades struggling, I just didn't feel safe. So I pulled into O'Reilly Auto Parts, and before I knew it, an employee was offering to install the wiper blades on my car. I got to stay out of the snow for a moment, and I still made it to work on time.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
These days, it's understandable if you feel anxious, stressed, or lonely because of COVID. You're not alone. CalHope, a program at the California Department of Healthcare Services, can connect you with resources for mental wellness. Visit CalHope at calhope.org to find tips and useful resources to support your mental wellness during these difficult times. Or call CalHope at 833-317-HOPE to talk to someone who can help. That's 833-317-4673. Hope will persevere.
And it's page 1 of the local news, brought to you as a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in El Centro on Imperial Avenue next to Food for Less, and in Brawley on Highway 86 and Julia Drive. Quick Lane services all makes and models, and you will never need an appointment. COVID-19, deaths are increasing. Most other numbers, however, are decreasing. The Friday COVID-19 update was issued by the County Public Health Department. According to the update, deaths attributed to the virus are now at 493, 7 more than what was reported on Thursday. Active cases of COVID-19 are now at 1,257, down 14 from the previous numbers. There are currently 118 COVID-19 patients hospitalized in Imperial County. That's 4 less than what was reported on Thursday. There are now one ICU bed available in the Imperial County. New cases per day per 100,000 population is now at 73.65 as compared to 79.46 reported on Thursday. Positivity rate has also decreased to 32.71% compared to 35.99% previously reported. Jobless rate up at the end of the year. The latest numbers available are for December. They were released a Friday morning by the Labor Market Information Division of the Employment Development Department. According to the report, December unemployment in Imperial County was estimated at 17.7%. That is up from a revised 16.2% in November and above the year-ago estimate of just 17%. This compares with an unadjusted unemployment rate of 8.9% 8.8% for the state and 6.5% for the nation during the same period. Imperial County again has the highest unemployment rate in California. During the month of December, there were 11,900 eligible workers unemployed out of a labor force of 67,100. We'll have more in just a minute.
Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers ready to take care of your automotive service needs. Tires, brakes, batteries, AC service, alignments, lube oil and filter change, and more. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers on Imperial Avenue next to Food for Less in El Centro, and in the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 and Julia Drive.
And the narcotics tossed over the fence. It's nothing new. For several months, Border Patrol agents have found small packages of narcotics in Kxo, right there on the border streets. Packages were tossed over the international border fence. In all the incidents, there has never been an arrest. Until now, that has changed. Mexicali newspaper La Voz de la Frontera is reporting 2 arrests. They say Mexicali police arrested 2 men on Thursday. Police reportedly saw the men toss objects over the border fence. The men were detained at Avenida Cristobal Colon and B Street. The report says the two began acting suspiciously when questioned by police. They were arrested after 2 packages containing methamphetamine were found on the U.S. side of the fence. The newspaper says the 2 were driving a white truck with California license plates. Baja California Attorney General's office is investigating that incident. Community cleanup. It will be in El Centro today. Valley Resource Management Agency will be available at 599 East Main Street in El Centro. Cleanup will run from 8 o'clock this morning until 12 noon. It is for El Centro residents only, and you must show proof of residency, such as a utility bill or a driver's license. There will be a free collection of computers, monitors, TVs, and passenger and light truck tires. Rims will also be accepted. No tires from businesses will be accepted, however. No more than 9 tires without a written exemption from the local environmental agency. Go to the IVRMA website if you need more information. Page 1 of the local news has been a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in El Centro on Imperial Avenue next to Food for Less, and in Brawley on Highway 86 and Julia Drive. Quick Lane services all makes and models, and you will never need an appointment.
KXO AM 1230 can help you publicize your nonprofit group's upcoming events, and we're happy to do it at no charge. To take advantage of our offer, we ask that you let us know about the event at least 2 weeks ahead of time. Write down the important information. You know, who, what, where, when, and so on. Include a name and phone number of a contact person, and mail or deliver the information to KXO, 420 Main Street, El Centro, California, 92243. Our email address is kxoamfm@kxoradio.com. The information you supply may be used as community news, public service announcements on the KXO info line, or on our website. If you're paying for promotion with another advertising medium, we do offer special nonprofit group rates to promote your event. KXO AM 1230 wants to work with you and your community group to make our Imperial Valley a better place. Tell us what's going on and we'll tell everyone else. KXO AM 1230, here to make a difference in the Valley.
And the annual rate, well, this is page 2 of the local news, brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services, DC David or Jose, for your life and health insurance needs or retirement planning. Now, an annual Race to Summit campaign kicked off with the opening of the free application for federal student aid. Imperial County Office of Education says it is commonly referred to as financial aid or simply FAFSA. The application needs to be completed on an annual basis before students can be considered for receiving state and federal financial aid assistance for schools. For school, that is. They say an ever-growing number of scholarships are also requiring that students complete the FOPSA application to be considered for scholarships. The Race to Summit campaign is coordinated with the ICOE along with counseling departments at local high schools and partnership programs that promote higher education. Applications can be found at FOPSA.gov. Campaign ends June 30th. Students and their parents can also find out more information at the Imperial Valley College website. Navy destroyer's Belle. The Belle had been missing. Ironically, no one knew it was missing. The Belle was from the Navy destroyer USS Dunlap and saw action in World War II. When the ship was decommissioned, the Belle was sent to the Naval History and Heritage Command. They, in turn, loaned the Belle to Brown University in Providence, Rhode Island for display. NHHC thought it was still there. It wasn't. Years ago, a man bought the Belle at a yard sale in Soledad, California. When that man passed away, the Belle was left to family members. It wound up in the hands of Dana Mace, a resident of Imperial County. Mace wanted to return the Belle to where it belonged. He researched the ship's namesake and the ship's history, wound up contacting the NHHC, who in turn asked that he take the Belle to NAFL Centro, who would send the Belle back to NHHC, and they have done that. And the Gymkhana, Barbara Worth Brigadette's Gymkhana, being held today at the Flying Dove Ranch at 2122 Holton Road in Holtville. COVID protocols are in place if you want to go out there and watch some exciting action.
Have you received notice that your Medicare health plan is changing or going away? Are you turning 65 soon, or are you newly eligible to Medicare and have questions about your Medicare options? Then give David or Jose a call at David H. West Insurance to learn about the ABCs of Medicare. Don't delay. Call David H. West Insurance Services now at 760-352-3411. That's 760-352-3411. That's David H. West Insurance.
The high temperature yesterday, 71 degrees. The overnight low this morning, 51. National Weather Service says an active pattern featuring a series of storm systems will bring chances for rain, high elevation snowfall, and much cooler temperatures over the next several days. First storm system will move through the area today and tomorrow, followed by a second colder storm system Monday and Tuesday. Desert highs will drop into the low to mid-50s as early as Sunday. Weather forecast calling for a 20% chance of showers after 2 o'clock this afternoon. Partly cloudy skies, highs right near 65. Breezy throughout the afternoon. A west wind 5 to 15 miles per hour, gusting as high as 20 miles per hour. Tonight, a 40% chance of showers, mainly before midnight. Partly cloudy skies, overnight lows around 45. South winds at around 5 miles per hour. Sunday, mostly sunny skies, highs right near 65. Southwest winds 5 to 10 miles per hour, becoming north-northwest in the morning. Sunday night, a 30% chance of showers after 10 p.m. Increasing clouds with the overnight lows around 47. West winds at around 5 miles per hour. Monday, a 50% chance of showers, partly cloudy skies, highs right near 59. Breezy throughout the day, west wind 10 to 15 miles per hour. A wind advisory will be in effect. Wind gusts as high as 35 miles per hour. New precipitation amounts Monday, less than 1/10 of an inch possible. And right now we're looking at 54 degrees, 71% the relative humidity. Page 2 of the local news and the weather brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for health insurance plans and Medicare supplement coverage. David H. West Insurance Services.
From coast to coast, this is Goddard's Gold, right here on the Imperial Valley's AM 1230 KXO.
Goddard's Gold. What's your name? Who's your daddy?
Get the gold, Goddard's Gold, Saturday 9 p.m. to midnight and Sunday morning 8 a.m. to 11 a.m.
Goddard's Gold.
And in sports this morning, the big story, of course, championship playoff series. It is tomorrow. It's a 2-game series, one for the NFC, one for the AFC. We will find out who will be in the Super Bowl. Super Bowl on February 7th. The playoff games and the Super Bowl game will be heard, all of them on 1230 KXO. That's let's see, it's the Buccaneers and the Packers for the NFC. They'll play the early game. Late game will be the AFC Championship game, the Bills and the Chiefs. Again, the winner of those 2 games play at the Super Bowl. NBA scoreboard, it was the Bulls over the Hornets, 123-110. Rockets beat the Pistons, 103-102. Magic and Pacers went into overtime. Pacers beat the Magic, 120-118. Cavaliers got by the Nets, 125-113. 76ers over the Celtics, 122-110. Raptors beat the Heat, 101-81. Hawks got by the Timberwolves, 116-98. Mavericks beat the Spurs, 122-117. Nuggets and Suns, they went into overtime. Nuggets won that one, 130-126. Clippers over the Thunder, 120-106. Kings beat the Knicks, 103-94. The Wizards and the Bucks, Grizzlies and the Trailblazers, both those games were postponed. We'll have more in just a minute.
Imperial Valley's Resource Management Agency is teaming up with local cities with their cleanups. This event will be held in El Centro this Saturday from 8 a.m. to noon at 599 East Main Street for El Centro residents. Free collection for all Imperial Valley residents of used tires with or without rims. No tires from tire businesses and no more than 9 tires without a written exemption from local environment agency LEA. Remember, it's the law. You can call LEA at 442-265-1888. Between 10 to 20 tires will be accepted with an exemption from LEA. Also, there is a free collection of electronics, computers, televisions, or monitors. Must show proof of residency, utility bill, or driver's license. For more information, you can call 1-877-RECYCLE. That's 1-877-RECYCLE. Funded by a grant from Cal Recycle.
And in the NFL, Houston Texans are interviewing for a new head coach. So far, they've talked to quarterback Josh McGowan, who was a backup on their team, but he's been around forever, and Jim Caldwell. Those are the 2 that have been interviewed so far. Boston Red Sox say they have signed Enrique Hernandez to a 2-year, $14 million contract. And Matt Patricia returning to the New England Patriots after being fired as coach of the Detroit Lions. He is going back to Bill Belichick's staff. That's it. That's a look at sports.
There's a lot going on right now, and broadcasters are on the ground covering all of it, bringing you the weather, the traffic, and breaking news, all while entertaining you 24 hours a day. Someone needs to tell you what's going on around the world and in our hometowns. And that someone is us. We are free radio. We are always there. We are broadcasters. Visit wearebroadcasters.com or text radio to 52886 to learn more. Furnished by NAB and this station.
And in your financial news this morning, Dow and S&P 500 ended modestly lower on Friday, dragged down by losses in blue-chip technology stalwarts Intel and IBM following their quarterly results as hopes for a full economic reopening in the coming months waned. S&P 500 and the NASDAQ paired some losses shortly after the opening bell as data showed U.S. manufacturing activity surprisingly surged to its highest level in more than 13 and a half years in early January, in contrast to a disappointing result in the purchasing manager data in Europe earlier. Dow Jones Industrial Average fell 179.03 points or 0.57%. To 30,996.98. S&P 500 lost 11.6 points or 0.30% to 3,841.47. And the NASDAQ Composite added 12.15 points or 0.09% to 13,543.06.
KXO AM 1230 can help you publicize your nonprofit group's upcoming events, and we're happy to do it at no charge. To take advantage of our offer, we ask that you let us know about the event at least 2 weeks ahead of time. Write down the important information. You know, who, what, where, when, and so on. Include a name and phone number of a contact person and mail or deliver the information to KXO, 420 Main Street, El Centro, California, 92243. Our email address is kxoamfm@kxoradio.com. The information you supply may be used as community news, public service announcements on the KXO info line, or on our website. If you're paying for promotion with another advertising medium, we do offer special nonprofit group rates to promote your event. KXO AM 1230 wants to work with you and your community group to make our Imperial Valley a better place. Tell us what's going on and we'll tell everyone else. KXO AM 1230, here to make a difference in the Valley.
And quickly, the weather, there is a chance of rain for this afternoon in Imperial County. Increased chance tonight. Highs today right near 65. Overnight lows tonight around 45. That's it. That's a look at your business and weather. Got your CBS News coming up. CBS News and the California News Update. No, and not at all. It's just the CBS News, brought to you by Julie Oliver.
Today at the age of 87, CBS's Deborah Rodriguez.
Next on Larry King Live.
In the land of talk shows, there was once a king who reigned over most of the others. Larry King, who interviewed pretty much Nixon.
What is it like to do it, to send men to die?
Being president during a war is difficult.
To the charmingly irritating Miss Piggy.
Piggy, I wasn't making a move for you.
Fine. King described himself as a poor kid from Brooklyn who grew up to pinch himself every day because he never imagined being a voice heard round the world. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
Nearly 25 million people in the nation have COVID-19 and more than 414,000 have died. But it continues to be tough to find the vaccine. This California healthcare worker got her first dose, but
applying for the second vaccine has been a nightmare. I trusted the officials when they said, okay, we got you, healthcare workers.
Health experts are warning that efforts to stop the virus now are more important than ever. CBS's Mola Lingi.
Well over 400,000 lives lost nationwide and lost opportunities to address the crisis sooner, says Dr. Anthony Fauci, interviewed for CBS Sunday Morning.
We could have saved a lot of lives. Is that a fair statement?
I believe so. I think if we had the public health messages from the top right through down to the people in the trenches be consistent, that things might have been different. In fact, I'm pretty sure they would have been different.
The latest push from the CDC calls for all masks to be worn in public and should have at least 2 layers of fabric.
President Biden is trying to address some of that with his nearly $2 trillion COVID-19 proposal. But CBS's Skylar Henry tells us there's already pushback.
Republican lawmakers have already balked at President Biden's massive coronavirus relief plan, especially given that Congress passed a near $1 trillion plan at the end of last year. But the White House says if measures aren't passed soon, officials fear the country will have to dig itself out of a bigger economic hole later.
If you live in Michigan, you might want to check those lottery tickets.
The winning Mega Millions ticket was bought in Michigan.
Money number to 42, 26, 60, 54, and the gold mega ball is 24.
The top prize has been growing since September 15th when a winning ticket was sold in Wisconsin. The next estimated Mega Millions jackpot is $20 million for Tuesday's drawing.
That is CBS's Jennifer Kuiper. It's the third largest jackpot in history, and this is CBS News.
CBS News Radio is your home for breaking news. With our team of reporters around the country and the world, we give you the coverage you can trust.
Microban 24 protects against Staphylococcus aureus and Enterobacter aerogenes bacteria, but does not provide 24-hour protection against viruses. Every time you touch a surface, you leave behind bacteria. To keep surfaces sanitized all day, use Microban 24 sanitizing spray. Spray on hard surfaces to kill 99.9% of viruses and bacteria initially, including the virus that causes COVID-19. Once dry, Microban 24 sanitizing spray is effective for 24 hours on bacteria when used as directed.
Save
Save big during Super Saturday at Kohl's. Take an extra 30, 20, or 15% off when you use your Kohl's card. Get the Food Network cookware set for just $139.99. Get 60% off comforters and get up to 50% off garters. Plus, get fast and free store pickup. Shop Super Saturday and save at Kohl's and Kohl's.com. Select styles 30, 20, or 15% offer valid January 14th to January 24th. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
There's new music from a Grammy-winning singer looking at today's social issues.
And why just say there been no crime here today?
At 75, John Fogerty's new music strikes out in pursuit of social justice.
The only way we're truly going to make a great America is to have all Americans feel like they're included. We have to honor our diversity. It's not a threat, it's our strength.
Weeping in the Promised Land was actually from a line he wrote 30 years ago. He says music can be a unifier.
Racism is systemic in our country. Silence is racism. Because if you're not doing something, you're allowing the racist to win.
Steve Kathan, CBS News.
Fans of secret agent James Bond need to wait a little longer. No Time to Die has been delayed again over coronavirus concerns. Producers of the latest 007 thriller say it has been pushed back to the fall of 2021. Allison Keyes, CBS News.
It's such a beautiful night. Look at the stars.
They're amazing. Did you know 20% of stars have planets orbiting them capable of sustaining life?
How did you know that? You must spend a ton of time reading.
Not at all. I use Blinkist.
Blinkist?
Yeah, it's an app that takes key insights from over 4,000 nonfiction bestsellers and gathers them into 15-minute blinks for you to read or listen to. With Blinkist, you can learn the main points of an entire book in just 15 minutes, as opposed to days or weeks.
What kind of books?
Nonfiction books in over 27 categories, from personal development to history, management, investing, philosophy, and more. Books like A Beautiful Mind, The 4-Hour Work Week, Freakonomics, and Sapiens. Blinkist makes it easy to learn about pretty much anything.
Like the stars?
Even the stars.
Right now, radio listeners get 25% off, plus 1 free week when you go to Blinkist.com/brain. To get this special offer, go to Blinkist.com/brain. That's BLINKIST.com/BRAIN.
We all love an expert. We've got a roof expert, a plumber, a great mechanic. The list goes on. Imperial Valley Allstate agent Julie Oliver is your local insurance expert that knows the community. You'll get advice that you can trust to help you select coverage that's best for you. So whether it's protection for your car, home, boat, motorcycle, or more, Julie is here to help. Call your local Allstate agent Julie Oliver today at 760-353-5800. That's 353-5800. Julie says, please stay safe and healthy. You are in good hands. Subject to terms, conditions, and availability.
And your CBS News has been brought to you by Julie Oliver with Dickey Insurance Services, your Imperial Valley Allstate agent. For home, life, or auto insurance, call Julie at 760-353-5800.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio with George Gale.
My name is George. I'm unemployed and I live with my parents.
AM 1230.
I'm George. I'm George.
KXO.
Imperial County Air Pollution Control District provides you with air quality reports daily. How is your air quality today? Check current air quality conditions in Imperial County at imperialvalleyair.org. You can sign up for free air quality alerts to be delivered directly to your email address, or you can download the Air Quality Alert app to your mobile device today. Stay informed with Imperial County Air Pollution Control District.